will welcome thousands of athletes, coaches, managers, officials, and spectators to this great city. We will play host to traditional sports that this community is very familiar with, like basketball, soccer, baseball, golf, beach volleyball. We're also going to have some really interesting sports that we might not be so familiar with, but we will have the opportunity to enjoy, such as archery, fencing, field hockey, skeet shooting, or sporting rifle. We will have 19 sports in total, and we will be playing at 16 different venues, all within the City of Windsor.
Today we're looking for interested people volunteers. Specifically, we need 750 volunteers to pull off this event. The volunteers are very critical, not only to the execution of the event, but they are the face of the community. You have to be 14 plus, which is great for those students that are still looking for their volunteer credit hours, or looking to get a head start on their credit hours. This is a good way to do that. And what we do is we'll be holding training sessions. Those training sessions will be taking place at the end of the month, so there is a deadline for volunteers. The registration deadline is July the 1st. This is also open to corporations. Green Shield has done something incredible. They as a corporation have stepped up and taken it upon themselves to dedicate their employees and their staff as volunteers for the event.
And just to touch on exactly how you volunteer, you go to that website, www.ontariosummergames.ca. There's a volunteer button right at the top of the screen. Click the volunteer button. It takes you to the registration form. I encourage you to do that. It takes a couple minutes to fill it out. You can indicate your availability and your interest, and then we will assign you to a particular location. Again, the deadline for this, we're aiming for July 1st. Please get registered by July 1st. There will be a couple training sessions at the end of July where we will provide more details to our volunteers, and I encourage everyone to become involved. It's a great opportunity and it promises to be a lot of fun. Today we also have an announcement to make. It's a special announcement about an upcoming event. This event will benefit the Ontario Summer Games. It features some great local talent, and there's a gentleman here to share some details of this event. We welcome Big Wiggle Band member and production manager, and also a member of the Hero program at Caesars Windsor, Mr. John Drew.
Just briefly, it was 6 years ago that we decided, as a bunch of knucklehead musicians in town and a pretty popular band, just to throw a party. And we thought, in retrospect, that wasn't enough. We've worked with so many good people in town, and so many people have hired us, such as Rotary and whatnot, that we should maybe give something back. And this event, of course, is huge. Our focus will be next week, and this is just a real easy going under the tent, under the stars party. No black tie, just come out, it's $10, and the funds, of course, go to our local athletes.